Hey guys, it's your girl Cleopatra.
I'm Ashley.
And this is Kyle.
And this is Convos with Cleo. So today we have two of my good Judies. We have one Ashley. They call her doll face. Say hi, Ashley.
Hey, y'all.
And we have my good Judy Cal. Say hi, Cal.
Hola.
All right. So today's email. Dear Convos with Cleo, me and my man have been together for 3 years. We have been living together for 6 months, and our moving in has not gone well. Sharing space has put strain on our relationship, and my boyfriend has proposed us to take a break. I don't think breaks in a relationship are healthy, but really I'm just afraid to lose him. Please help. Signed, I don't want to be Ross and Rachel.
What?
Friends, we were on a break. You ain't what friends?
Yeah.
How do y'all feel about that? Breaks in a relationship.
Breaks in a relationship. I think that breaks in a relationship, they're healthy to me. They're healthy. Because a lot of times you need that time to say, okay, let's reset. Let's come back together again, regroup our minds, come back with a different mindset. Now, because we're not so angry and bitter at each other, now we can discuss the issues at hand and kind of...
What does a break mean?
Well, me personally, I don't believe in breaks because if I got to the point where I feel like I need a break, then I don't really need you anymore.
Well, all right, so what is a break in a relationship? For this, we put a time limit on it, I'm assuming.
For me, the break would be, okay, because they moved in together.
6 months they've been living together.
You go do you. Let's go back. You move out. I move out. Whoever moves out.
Move out?
Yeah. Let's move out, because a lot of times everything can go peachy king up until you move in with somebody, and that's when their real self come out.
That's when you really get to know people.
So then you get to find out. You got to say, is this somebody I could live with? Is this somebody? It gives you that time to say, all right, I've seen how to do this. They squeeze the toothpaste in the middle. I don't like that. They put the toilet paper be on the under, not the out. Yeah, like come on now.
Don't know.
But it takes you to not have that person in the house anymore, to not have that presence anymore, to the stuff that you're used to, and it's like you have time to think about it. And you say, well, that was small. That was not the.
So basically, you saying move out, take a real break from each other, move completely out. Y'all don't share a space anymore. So I can see
that does
if
not
I
mean
miss you
date
enough.
somebody else.
Yeah, I was gonna say, so you can see if you missed that.
So if I miss you enough, like for you to come back, is that what it is?
Because the issue was, I think the question said, when they moved in, that's when things got rocky.
She said moving in hasn't gone well. Yeah, they've been living together for 6 months and it hasn't gone well. So you're saying they should move back out then?
Move out.
But they already know what it's like to move out. They've been dating for 3 years.
Well, you know what's like to move in too. It's not working.
So if they break in that way of moving out, what changes when they move back in? What has changed?
I don't know.
So what do you say? Because you was like, you don't believe in breaks.
Yeah, I don't. If I feel like I need a break from you and things aren't working, when I get that break, it's kind of like, well, I'm free now. So when I come back, it's like I got to prepare my mind to, I don't feel like me personally, I would be going in on a clean slate. Like, I already know what I don't like about this person, and most likely I haven't accepted that about that person. So if I it's either you accept the things that you're not really feeling, or it's like you don't like it, you need a break, and if you need a break, then me personally, then you should just move on.
I think breaks are important. They're healthy to me, only because that it gives me the time to say, woosah. Because in the beginning, I'm thinking, oh, we're going to live together. Things going to be beautiful.
You in the honeymoon phase, as they call it.
It's going to be a popping situation. When the reality of it is, it's like, no. You leave your clothes on the floor. You leave dishes in the sink.
But do you need a break to deal with that? You can't just tell them, listen, we need to talk about how we share space.
It depends on how the person is. I think that if you're like the OCD type person that has to have everything a certain way and you're used to it that way, then you might need a break to say, let me just reset.
They gotta move out for that.
Get out.
You got to break the lease.
Right? Why got they sign the lease?
Because
where they going?
If they sign it, when that's different then.
Where they go? But even if both your neighbors are on the lease, if y'all legit live together, where's the other person moving out to?
Listen,
you can get a
you
break.
gotta
Where they
go.
going?
You gotta go.
I think breaks can be healthy if we depend on the type of break. Like,
Yeah.
I'm more on the side of Ashley, where I feel like for us, we have to work through this because we want to come out on the other side together.
Right.
Some people, they get into this break and they break. Like, for this break, they are single and they splitting and flank and they everywhere. They doing everything, and it's hard to come back. Not that being in a relationship, being monogamous, something like that is a downer, but it's hard to come back into that I belong to a relationship mindset.
Right.
And then it depends on if both people want the break. Usually someone says, we need to take a break. How you gonna say we? I didn't express a break needing.
So you should say, I need to take a break.
That's hard to be on the receiving end of somebody basically saying, I need time away from you.
Because that means that to me, if you say it to me, I'm like, are we breaking up?
Yeah.
Right. So
I get what you're saying.
Yeah.
I do.
So maybe it's more so of not take a break, but just talk. Listen.
Let's reevaluate things.
Okay, sir, ma'am. The way we live it ain't working. For whatever reason, if it's the clothes, if it's the toothpaste, which can be frivolous, but I get it. If you're used to your space being a certain way, then it's hard to have somebody, no matter how much you love them, come in and just turn everything upside down. Now, let's assume for a second they had to talk. Now, she said he wants to break. We don't know why he wants to break.
Maybe he's tired of her nagging.
Maybe. But then, is that break worthy? Is that a offense enough for a break?
If you are being nagged constantly, every day, for every little thing. Oh my God, you left the trash in here. Oh my God, you left this in the thing. Oh my God, you adjusted my seat in my car.
But the way that just came off, I would be offended if I was on the receiving end, because everything is mine, and you're not, now you feel like you're a child and some other adult's home. It's not, it sounds like if they're saying those kind of things, you left my seat up, you left clothes on my floor.
Well,
it sounds like, it sounds like that person hasn't even,
not your relationship.
But even if you say our, it's still.
But if you think about it, it's not like when you're thinking about things like, okay, like those things happen, but the relationship is a joint thing.
That's true.
So it's like
y'all need to have a house rules conversation, because now you're not breaking my rule. You're breaking the rule that we set.
Our apartment. I said our apartment. The rules for our apartment should be.
Yes, we came together and said we will not leave clothes on this floor. Okay. So now when you leave your drawers on the floor, I'm not going to say you left clothes on my floor. I'm going to say, bro, you breaking the house rule. You breaking the rule you helped create.
Right.
Sure.
It makes you accountable. Taking a break can be so dangerous, though, because if one person wants the break and the other one doesn't, do you decide up front a break should be, our break is going to be 3 months? I need 2 weeks.
But how do you
I
know?
need a week.
Like, how do you know?
How do you put a time frame on what will be worked out between
and like your feeling.
What are y'all doing during this break? Are y'all working on something?
That's what I was going to get to. That's exactly what I was getting to. Are we just breaking, not talking to each other? Because my thing is, a break, I feel like that break, maybe we should just reset and let's kind of come together and talk about the issues at hand. Maybe do some counseling. After 3 years, I think that's
okay. Well, I can see that. But
counseling.
I guess I was in a break like. You move out, I'm doing my own thing.
Yeah, I don't like that version.
Yeah.
Hang out with somebody who has a successful relationship. So
instead of calling it a break, like, how about, like, let's just slow down? Like, let's slow things down? Or
what does slowing down look like if you already live together? How do you slow down?
I guess
we live together.
You go to that room, I go to this room.
If it's a
married couples do it all the time.
If it's a 1-bedroom, 1-bath apartment.
Go on the couch. Married couples do it all the time.
But that feels like somebody's on punishment.
I know.
Y'all can alternate.
It does.
That
is too much.
1 week I'll stay on the couch. 1 week you stay on the couch. Like.
But then I think you said it. Your point is that in that break time, what are we doing to work on the issues that are gonna exist when we come back together?
Right.
How are we gonna deal with those issues now?
I say let's do counseling. Let's maybe, like I said before, if you're the part of the Christian mingle area, get with your pastor. Get with your pastor some Christian counsel.
First lady.
Maybe get your maybe a friend who you have who has a successful relationship. Get with her and talk to her Ask them how they did it. What they do. What's working for them. Maybe we could try some things out. Get with your partner. Find out what's lacking in our relationship. Exactly. It all boils down to communication. Basically.
Yeah.
It
Step
boils
one,
down to
talk. Okay. Because she said he wants a break. So let's assume for a second that she thought everything was just fine. And he was just like, I can't deal.
Oh, that's awful.
He was just like, listen, I need time. I need something. I need to step back. He needs to communicate that with her and say, listen, this, and this ain't working for me. And we again, don't make it all on her because y'all are in this together now. We need to figure this out. Because if one of us isn't happy, then the couple isn't happy. So let's figure this out. Because right now, I don't feel happy. And I can't give you my best if I don't feel happy.
So what if when, like, if she asks, like, okay, well, what are we doing? What needs to be changed? And it seems like he's just like, you. Like, what does she do in that moment?
Then she decides, do I want to be with someone who, when problems arise, they make it all my fault?
And they want to bail out every time.
Yeah, and that's
a turn off.
Because is it one break for the lifetime of the relationship? Is this going to be his MO? Every time he gets upset, we need a break. Somebody got to move out. Somebody got to be on the couch.
You know, it's funny. I had this conversation with my friend today, and I was telling them that the person that they're dealing with, that type of behavior is a defense mechanism. Basically,
needing the break is a defense mechanism, or
needing to shut down. Period.
Gotcha.
Like, I think that I don't know who this person is. I don't know who the guy is or his. But maybe that's just his way of doing things. Like, things get tough. All right, I'm not going to talk about it no more. I'm shutting down. I'm not talking to you no more.
That's not healthy in any relationship.
It's never been healthy.
Come out of that.
You got to come out of that. And so my thing to her is, at this point, after 3 years, are you going to...
And this
for 3 years, and you need a break now?
We're gonna assume this is the first time he's pulled this. We need a break thing. But it sounds like she thinks it all stems from them living together. The first 2.5 years were peachy king, but these last 6 months have been a strain. Moving
well,
in.
Do you desire to marry this person is another question.
Because y'all gonna have to get past. Y'all gonna have to figure this out.
Yeah, y'all gotta coexist. Like, you can't. He gotta come out of that. Come out your mess. Come out of your mess.
What struck me and made us laugh was when she said, "Signed, I don't want to be Ross and Rachel." For those of you who remember Friends from the 90s, they took a break. Rachel said, I think we need to take a break. Ross stormed out the house, went to the bar, got drunk, and ended up sleeping with the bartender, I believe she was.
Oh my God.
And then he woke up the next day with the bartender in his bed to a voicemail from Rachel saying, this break is dumb. I miss you. I'm going to come over this morning around 8 o'clock. And bartender was still in his house. He got the message like 8:05. So he's trying to rush her out the door. And Rachel showed up but didn't see the girl.
Yeah.
It comes back around to Rachel what happened.
Yeah.
And this is huge thing of Ross. He kept saying, like, we were on a break. So what's okay in a break? If you say we're on a break, does that mean you're not together
anymore? Is that a hall
anymore?
pass? Is basically. Is that a hall pass?
But is that like an excuse for a hall pass?
For me,
like
no.
For
me, I say no. I say a break should be.
No too.
It's something that is what we're working towards getting back together. Because we're not broke up. We're just on a break.
That's why I don't believe in breaks. Because it's like...
It's a real fine line. I get it. Yeah.
It seems like...
So we're on a pause? Can we call it a pause?
I think it's just like... I guess like we just need to take a second. Hold on.
Yeah. Like,
let's talk. Maybe some people look at breaks as a chance to cool off. But that could just be... Okay, listen. If y'all are in the middle of a heated argument... Listen... I'm gonna go outside for an hour. You go for a drive for an hour, or just cool. Let's cool off and come back.
Like,
that's not a break, right? That's not saying we're on a break.
Yeah.
That's just saying let's cool off. Go to your corner, get your water. I'm going to my corner, get my water. Let's remember we love each other. Right. Because sometimes in the middle of an argument,
absolutely,
you can say things as if you don't even care about this person.
Because you just mad,
right?
Yeah.
So let's take a second. Excuse me. Remember we love each other.
Filthy things,
and come back and figure this out, because that should be the whole goal, is to figure it out. And I guess for those who believe in breaks, they feel like maybe what you were saying earlier, how a break allows you to step outside of the relationship and then realize I really want to be this person. I don't want to be outside my relationship. Absolutely. I want to be with them. So let me come back and figure this out. But I think that's if you go about a break the right way. If you go about it, to your point, Ashley, as an excuse for a hall pass or something, when you come back from that break, nothing's going to change.
Yeah.
That too.
You done been out here sewing your royal oats. Okay.
Now, if you take a break, and let's say y'all believed in breaks, or y'all y'all's spouse said, convinced y'all that a break was okay, and y'all did a break, and y'all come back, and your spouse tells you, now listen, while we was on our break, I didn't cheat because we were on a break, but I did do something with XYZ.
But that's cheating.
Y'all were on a break. That was Russ's whole point. How was it cheating if we're on a break?
Okay, but you have to outline the break. Like, if I'm going to take a break from somebody, you have to outline it.
Have any of y'all ever had this? Somebody wanted a break or y'all wanted a break?
Well, no, I just broke up. Like,
done.
Things got rough and it's got up out of there.
Right.
Or maybe it's a commercial break.
I was just like jetting out. But
or it was more organic, like, we're not working, let's break up, but y'all ended up getting back together later. That's different than let's take a break.
I never got back with somebody.
After you broke up with them?
No.
You've never you've never been with the ex again?
Really?
No, because I think once my mind is made up, it's made
That's
up.
it.
I think it's because, like, when I'm in the situation, I'm doing everything, like, doing everything I can and thinking to myself, because I'm like, I kind of internalize a lot, so I'll deal with a lot of things and people won't even know I'm dealing with it. So I didn't know that about you. Like, I internalize a lot. I'll go through different paths in my mind, and then when I'm done with something, I kind of know it's over way before I done probably said something.
I think that's most people.
So, did you not communicate with your significant other during the time you was keeping it all bottled in?
Well, no, I would say it was like
hints, something?
It was communicated, but not. I don't know. Like everything I was thinking probably wasn't communicated, but for the most part, like they got the gist.
So you don't.
So when she caused the break.
But it's not a break. She broke up with you.
Oh.
She has exhausted every possible way to make the relationship work. So when she breaks up with you, she knows there's nothing else we can do or I can do to make this work.
Right.
So therefore, there's no point in us coming back. What if it's been years and they're a whole new person now? And the things that bothered you before, they don't even do that stuff.
I think, like, in my mind, I probably just wouldn't revisit it. Just based off the person I am. I'm just like,
I'm glad you're a better person. Go be with her.
Yeah, like, I've moved on. Like, if I moved on,
I'm not going backwards.
Yeah, it makes sense.
Like, be great for somebody else. You don't have to be great for me.
I'm glad I helped you grow. Show her how wonderful you are. Now, you'll revisit an ex.
I will revisit an ex. Not all my exes, child. I might revisit one that I might have invested more into as far as emotions and feelings and time and growth that I didn't help, with certain individuals. I might revisit that again. But
do you have to see a change in them before you revisit?
Absolutely.
Or is it just, I think time has passed, I want to see if you're a new person, so let's communicate again?
I need to see a change. What
is the change that you think you see and then you get back in it? Is the same old?
I don't know. What if that's never happened to me?
All right. That's not the story.
But what I'm saying, I mean, if that be the case, then I'll just break up. We're not doing another break.
Again.
We're not doing
How many revisits would you do?
Just one.
They get one more shot.
You get one more shot. Yeah.
If and when you see a change.
This world is full of like billions of people. I'm not about to limit myself, especially when I'm not married.
True.
Limit myself to one person who can't get it right.
Right.
After 3 years, I'm sure you stayed with him.
But spending a few nights ain't the same. That is not the same.
That's the truth.
It's not the same as living. When you live here, you come home here,
like,
you work
bad,
here.
the ugly, everything.
Everything. You smell it. You get everything.
3 years though? Like, you putting on a front for 3 years? Like, you waking up cute every night for 3 years? Like,
but it's cute. When you only spend a couple nights a week, you don't mind seeing them in little headscarf. It's cute because you missed them for 3 days. But after the 4th straight night in the headscarf, it might be like, all right, when you want to let this hair out at night? Like, it's different.
Listen.
Right. These girls got to last.
These girls cost. Don't you? Remy cost.
But so I think it just is, living together is very different. I think it's breaks in that term, which you already live together. I don't know. I don't think you should take a break. I think you should definitely try to talk it out first. Yes, I think you should definitely try to talk it out first.
Yeah, exhaust.
Try to work it out. Try to figure out why he feels he needs a break so you can have a chance to fix, or y'all can. I'm not even gonna say it's all her fault.
Right.
You know, it may be stuff that he's doing that's contributing to his issues or whatever.
Right.
But y'all need to figure this out so y'all can work through it together. Taking a break is like taking an easy way out. Let's just not deal with it for a few weeks and it will come back together like it never happened. No, because it's gonna pop up again later. Y'all need to deal with it. Don't sweep stuff under the rug. Deal with this. Work through it, hopefully, and hopefully y'all come out together. Y'all may go through this work through it process and realize maybe we're not meant to be together. Maybe it was great when we were dating, but once we progress to moving in, because after moving in, you figure the next step is an engagement.
Right.
Maybe we don't need to go down these steps. Maybe we weren't meant to be life partners. Maybe we're meant to have a good time together. And I'm not the one for
Maybe
you.
we're just meant to be friends. Like,
child.
yeah.
Maybe.
Maybe we were meant to like mold each other so that like
For the next person.
Yeah.
Now that may be a hard pill
I
to
feel
swallow.
my bag about that now.
After
I
you
invested
use me.
3 years. I didn't invest in 3 years, and now you gonna tell me that we just meant to mold each other?
That is a very hard pill to swallow.
I'm not having it.
Yeah. To be on the receiving end of that, I don't know how somebody would take that.
I mean, you don't gotta tell the person.
What, or
You better at this
She's saying just break up with them.
Yeah, you don't gotta tell them like thanks for molding me. Now I can be great
Right.
the next one. Like,
Just
you
break
know,
up with them, you're saying.
Yeah.
Already. I don't know the details of the story, but I just feel like that he should be fighting a lot more harder than what he has. If that's just his first option, to take a break.
It could have been the example he grew up with. Maybe his parents were break kind of people.
Perhaps.
And every so often they just took a break.
Perhaps.
Moved out for 6 months, came back in. So it may not be, I don't think it was insinuating this. It may not be malicious on his part. That just might be how he's seen conflict resolution happen. And maybe now's a good way for y'all to have all right, well, that's how you used to do it.
Yeah.
Let's try it this way. Let's try to talk it out. Let's try to work it out. Well, first of all, tell me what your issue is. Because it might be not it's her fault, but some things she's doing may not be him. He don't like that you leave your stockings soaking in the sink.
And she probably never thinking nothing of it.
Right.
Take
All
your stockings
you
out
gotta
the
do
sink.
is tell her.
Right. Take your stockings out the sink, babe. I don't like that. I don't brush my teeth. I don't like to
But
move
even
the stockings
though
out the
like
way.
if that's what he grew up around, that's what he's used to.
Taking breaks.
That's not what you have to bring into your relationship.
It doesn't work for me. I won't accept that.
True.
Yeah. And
Yeah.
she's allowed to say, I won't accept the break.
Yeah.
I think so.
Let's just break up if that's the case.
And I think part of her coming back with I won't accept that is, but what I think we can do is this. Don't come with just a shutdown of what he's trying to do, but come back with some
That's really good.
Yes.
Really good.
So, sweetie pie, we don't agree that you should just take a break. We think you should talk it out a little more. Try to get into his head about what he feels is the biggest issues. Express any concerns you have as well, because you shouldn't just be a people pleaser to him because you're scared to lose him. Make sure y'all are both in agreement with what y'all think will work for y'all relationship, and hopefully y'all will stay together and be able to get through this together. But neither of us on the panel agree that a break is going to help you get there.
The panel has deliberated.
Right.
And he said no.
Hello, none of that. None of that. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And meet me back here next Tuesday for another Convos with Cleo.